Welcome back. I'm an emergency doctor actively working at the emergency department of my hospital. In this Doctor's Corner series, we'll dive into lesser-known approaches and hidden strategies to help the people with critical illnesses. You can subscribe if you want to learn the latest news and healthy solutions about your health. Good day, everyone. Today, do something simple before we begin. Imagine your hand reaching for your phone when nothing has happened. No message, no alarm, no urgent reason. Just a quiet pull. Ask yourself, why did I reach for it? Was it boredom, stress, loneliness, habit? Or was it the tiny promise that something new might be waiting? Now listen carefully. Social media addiction is not just using your phone too much. In clinical language, we need to be precise. Social media addiction is not formally listed as its own diagnosis in the DSM in the way substance use disorders are. The DSM has treated internet gaming disorder as a condition for further study, while general social media use remains outside formal diagnostic categories. So do not turn every heavy user into a patient. Do not shame people. Do not moralize. Instead, observe the pattern. Loss of control, craving, repeated checking, irritability when separated from the platform, sleep disruption, neglected responsibilities, and continued use despite harm. That pattern is where concern begins. Why does this matter? Because the issue is not only time. The issue is what repeated digital stimulation does to attention, mood regulation, sleep, comparison, reward learning, and self-control. A systematic review and meta-analysis in adolescents and young adults found that problematic social media use is associated with higher depression, anxiety, and stress. Another broad review linking social media, mental health, and sleep found that problematic use is positively associated with depression, anxiety, and sleep problems, and negatively associated with well-being. So ask, why would a device that promises connection sometimes leave people more restless, more tired, and more emotionally scattered? Here is the answer we will work with today. Do not try to defeat a powerful habit with one dramatic promise. Use small actions. Use repeatable actions. Use actions so tiny that your brain cannot easily argue with them. Why? Because compulsive digital behavior is strengthened by cues, rewards, and repetition. So change the cues. Delay the reward. Add friction. Protect sleep. Replace the reflex. Do not wait to feel disciplined. Build the environment so discipline is needed less often. First, understand the loop. Open your phone. See a notification. Feel curiosity. Tap. Scroll. Find something funny, irritating, beautiful, shocking, or socially important. Your brain receives a small reward. Then the content changes, again and again. This variability matters. Why? Because unpredictable rewards are especially good at maintaining behavior. You do not know whether the next swipe will bring a message, a compliment, a conflict, a video, or a piece of news. That uncertainty keeps the hand moving. So command yourself gently but firmly. Name the loop. Say cue, craving, action, reward. Do not say, I am weak. Say, this is a trained loop. That difference matters medically and psychologically. Shame narrows the mind. Observation gives you room to intervene. Now ask, how do small actions interrupt the loop? They interrupt it at 4 points. First, they interrupt the cue. Turn off non-essential notifications. Do it today, not tomorrow, not after exams, not after work gets calmer. Today. Why? Because every notification is not merely information, it is a behavioral trigger. A randomized controlled trial of a nudge-based smartphone intervention tested strategies such as disabling non-essential notifications and switching the phone display to grayscale, showing that practical design changes can help reduce problematic smartphone use patterns. Second, small actions interrupt access. Move the social media apps off the home screen. Log out after use. Delete one app for weekdays. Put the phone outside the bedroom. Add a 10-second pause before opening. Ask, how can a 10-second pause matter? It matters because urges rise and fall. The urge says now. The pause says not automatically. In that tiny space, your prefrontal cortex gets a vote. Third, small actions interrupt reward. Turn your screen to grayscale for part of the day. Why? Because color, motion, badges, and visual novelty make the phone more appetizing, make the platform less delicious. Do not rely on willpower while the environment is engineered against you. Change the environment. Fourth, small actions replace the behavior. Do not only say, "I will stop scrolling." Give the body another instruction. Stand up, drink water, take 10 slow breaths, stretch your neck, walk to a window, text one real person directly, read one paragraph from a book, write one sentence in a notebook. Why? Because the brain dislikes emptiness. If you remove a habit without replacing it, the old habit returns through the side door. Now consider sleep. Protect sleep like a medical treatment. Put the phone away 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Charge it outside the bedroom if possible. If that feels too hard, begin with the smallest version. Place it across the room, face down, on airplane mode. Why? Because adolescence and young adulthood are periods when sleep supports emotional regulation, memory, impulse control, and brain development. The American Psychological Association's advisory on adolescent social media use specifically recommends limiting social media so it does not interfere with sleep and physical activity. Ask yourself, how many emotional problems become heavier after a short night? Irritability rises, cravings rise, attention weakens, self-control drops. Then the next day, the tired brain reaches for fast stimulation again. That is not a character flaw. That is physiology. So give the brain a chance. Guard the last half hour of the day. Now let us speak about evidence for cutting down. In one well-known experiment, limiting social media use to about 30 minutes per day was linked with reductions in loneliness and depression, while self-monitoring also appeared to help with anxiety and fear of missing out. Another randomized controlled trial found that taking a 1-week break from major social media platforms improved well-being and reduced depression and anxiety compared with use as usual. And in 2025, a month-long randomized trial found that blocking mobile internet access on smartphones for 2 weeks improved subjective well-being, mental health, and sustained attention. Do not ignore the pattern. Even short reductions can create measurable changes. But listen carefully, do not misunderstand the message. The goal is not to disappear from modern life. The goal is to recover choice. Social media can offer support, identity, education, humor, and connection. The US Surgeon General's advisory recognizes both possible benefits and serious concerns, especially for youth, and calls for action from families, platforms, policymakers, and young people themselves. So be balanced. Do not demonize the tool. Design your use of it. Now ask the central question. Why are small actions better than dramatic declarations? Because dramatic declarations often depend on emotional intensity. You say, "I will never waste time again." For 2 days, you feel powerful. Then stress comes. A deadline appears. A lonely evening arrives. The old cue returns. The brain says, "Just 5 minutes." Then 5 becomes 50. Small actions work differently. They do not ask you to become a different person overnight. They ask you to make the next repetition easier to win. Use this formula. When this happens, I will do that. When I wake up, I will not touch social media until after I wash my face. When I feel bored in a line, I will take one slow breath before unlocking my phone. When I open an app, I will set a 5-minute timer. When I finish posting, I will close the app immediately instead of checking reactions. When I enter my bedroom, I will place the phone away from the bed. Implementation intentions. These if-then plans have a strong evidence base across behavior change research because they reduce decision load and connect a specific cue to a specific action. Do not make vague promises. Make exact plans. Why? Because the brain follows clear instructions better than motivational speeches. Now practice a 3-level plan. Level 1, the 10-second rule. Before opening a social media app, pause for 10 seconds and ask, why am I opening this? If the answer is clear, message, work, learning, continue. If the answer is, I don't know, close it. Do this repeatedly. Make the unconscious conscious. Level 2, the 1-app boundary. Choose the app that drains you most. Do not choose all of them at once. Choose one. Remove it from the home screen, log out, or restrict it to a specific time window. Why 1? Because 1 boundary kept is better than 5 boundaries broken. Level 3, the protected zone. Create 1 phone-free zone. The bed, the dining table, the bathroom, the first 15 minutes after waking, or the final 30 minutes before sleep. Choose 1 zone and protect it fiercely. How? Make the rule visible. Tell your family. Put a note near the charger. Do not negotiate every night. Decide once. Now think of the body. Social media overuse often looks psychological, but the body participates. The neck bends. Breathing becomes shallow. Eyes dry. Sleep delays. Meals get rushed. Movement decreases. So command the body back into the plan. After every 15 minutes of scrolling, stand. Roll your shoulders. Look at something far away. Take 6 slow breaths. Why? Because changing physical state can weaken the trance of scrolling. The body is not separate from behavior. It is the doorway back to control. Now address the emotional layer. Ask, what feeling sends you to the feed? Is it anxiety, loneliness, anger, emptiness, envy, fatigue? Do not answer vaguely. Name it. I am anxious. I feel left out. I want reassurance. I am avoiding work. Once you name it, choose a matching small action. If you are anxious, breathe out longer than you breathe in. If you are lonely, message 1 person directly instead of scrolling through hundreds indirectly. If you are avoiding work, open the document and work for 2 minutes. If you are comparing your body, leave the app and do 1 act of care for your body. Drink water, eat properly, walk, stretch, sleep. Why is this powerful? Because social media often offers symbolic relief. It gives the feeling of connection without always giving connection. It gives the feeling of progress without always giving progress. It gives the feeling of rest without always restoring you. So ask every time, what do I actually need? Then give yourself the smallest real version of that need. Now speak to families and communities. Do not make this only an individual battle. If a teenager is surrounded by adults who are also checking phones during every meal, the lecture will fail, so model the behavior. Put phones away together. Create shared charging stations. Make bedrooms quieter. Make meals human again. Ask, how can young people believe attention matters if adults never look up? And do not use fear alone. Fear may start a conversation, but structure changes behavior. Create routines, agree on limits, discuss algorithms, sleep, body image, cyberbullying, and comparison. Teach young people to ask, who benefits if I stay here longer than I intended? That question is small, but it opens a locked door. Now let us make the plan practical for the next 7 days. Day 1, turn off non-essential notifications. Day 2, move your most tempting app off the home screen. Day 3, create a no phone first 15 minutes after waking. Day 4, set 1 daily social media window instead of checking all day. Day 5, place the phone away from the bed. Day 6, replace 1 scrolling session with a walk, a call, or focused work for 10 minutes. Day 7, review your mood, sleep, attention, and cravings. Do not judge. Measure. Why review? Because the brain respects feedback. If your sleep improves, notice it. If your anxiety drops even slightly, notice it. If you relapse, notice the cue. Do not say, I failed. Say, I found the trigger. Then redesign the next step. So here is the final message. Do not fight social media addiction with shame, panic, or heroic promises. Fight it with small actions repeated at the right moments. Turn off the trigger, add a pause, protect sleep, change the screen, move the app, Name the feeling, replace the reflex, build one phone-free zone. Use "when this happens, I will do that" plans. Begin so small that resistance has little room to grow. Why does this work? Because the habit was built by repetition, cue, reward, and environment. So recovery must also use repetition, cue, reward, and environment. How do you start? Not with a perfect life. Start with the next unlock. Start with the next notification. Start tonight when the phone wants to follow you into bed. Take back 1 minute, then 10, then one evening. Protect your attention as if it belongs to your future, because it does. Thank you for being here with me today. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and let's meet again in the next topic as one learning family.